On this vote, the yeas are 232, the nays are 196. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
We had our first vote of the House impeachment process. This was a vote on a package of rules to proceed with the impeachment inquiry, and what we saw was a pure party line vote. Only Democrats voted for this resolution. Republicans voted against. You had two Democratic defectors who voted against the resolution, but really it just shows that this process is extremely divisive right now. Democrats are basically fully on board with it, and Republicans are fully opposed. It is important to note that this is not a vote to impeach the president. This is a process vote, essentially. This is about the rules that will govern what happens next in terms of public testimony, in terms of what the public does learn about things that happen behind closed doors. But it is, we believe, moving toward ultimately a vote on impeaching the president. The fact that this vote was so partisan, where you had this clear divide between Republicans and Democrats, does seem to work in Trump's favor, in the sense that Nancy Pelosi for months had said that she only wanted to move forward with impeachment if she could get bipartisan support for it. She does not have bipartisan support for it at this point. So you're going to hear Republicans and the president over and over repeating that line from Nancy Pelosi about the need to do impeachment with bipartisan support, and making the case that if she's not doing that, if only Democrats are on board, that this is inherently a partisan process. Both parties seem to think that the impeachment process will ultimately be good for their base. Democrats have been feeling a lot of pressure from their base to move forward on an impeachment inquiry. They believe that their base is energized because of this process. Republicans believe that this adds to the president's argument that he has been under partisan investigation since the first day he walked into office, and that his base will come out in bigger numbers for him to try to combat that in 2020. The reality is we don't know how the politics of this is going to play out, and I do think that that's one of the reasons that both parties actually see an incentive to trying to wrap this up relatively quickly.